Inside this mangosteen factory, fresh fruit is transformed into premium syrup through a careful industrial process. The process begins in the orchard, where workers select ripe mangosteen with deep purple skin and firm texture. Mangosteen is harvested gently because bruised fruit can reduce syrup quality later. Early sorting removes fruit that is cracked, too soft, or not ripe enough. Sorted mangosteen is loaded in shallow crates to reduce pressure damage during transport. Transport is kept short and shaded to protect flavor, color, and freshness. At receiving, the factory begins controlling every batch of incoming fruit. Weighing helps the factory calculate fruit yield and syrup production volume. Incoming inspection removes fruit that could affect flavor, color, or safety.
Fruit that does not meet factory standards is removed before washing begins.
The first wash removes field dust and surface residue from the fruit skin. Soft brushes clean the thick rind without crushing the delicate pulp inside.
A controlled rinse prepares the fruit for cutting and pulp separation.
Draining removes excess surface water before the fruit moves to grading.
Size grading helps the factory cut and open the fruit more consistently.
A final check prevents damaged fruit from entering the opening line. The thick rind is scored shallowly, so the white pulp can be removed cleanly. Scoring must cut the rind without damaging the soft white segments inside. Workers open the scored fruit carefully because the white pulp is delicate.
The white pulp is separated from the thick purple rind before extraction.
Seeds and damaged pieces are removed to protect the smooth texture of the syrup. Clean pulp inspection is essential before crushing and juice extraction. Proved pulp is transferred gently to avoid unnecessary oxidation or texture damage.
Gentle crushing opens the pulp and creates a slurry for juice extraction.
A pulp finisher removes coarse particles and creates a smoother fruit base. Pressing separates the juice base from remaining fruit solids. Coarse filtration removes larger particles before fine filtration begins. Fine filtration improves clarity and creates a cleaner syrup base. Filtered juice is collected in a holding tank before syrup formulation.
The juice base is blended into a syrup formula with controlled sweetness and consistency.
Gentle heating helps dissolve ingredients and build the syrup texture.
Vacuum concentration thickens the syrup while helping protect fruit aroma.
Final blending creates a uniform syrup before heat treatment.
Samples are checked for color, flavor balance, and syrup thickness.
Pasteurization improves product safety before the syrup moves to filling.
Clean bottles are prepared before hot filling begins.
The syrup is filled into bottles at a controlled volume.
Capping seals the syrup immediately after filling.
Cooling stabilizes the filled bottles before final inspection.
Inspection checks fill height, cap position, bottle clarity, and appearance.
Check weighing helps confirm that each bottle contains the correct amount of syrup. Final safety checks help protect the finished syrup before packing.
Approved bottles are grouped into consistent packing patterns.
Protective carton packing keeps the syrup bottles stable during transport.
Cartons are sealed before palletizing and warehouse storage.
Sealed cartons are stacked into stable pallets for warehouse handling.
Stretch wrapping keeps the cartons secure during movement and shipping.
Quality testing confirms the syrup's sweetness, acidity, thickness, color, and clarity.
Retained samples help verify batch quality after production.
Visual inspection checks the syrup for clarity, color, and unwanted sediment. Fines and seeds are collected separately so they do not contaminate the syrup line.
A real fruit factory relies on cleaning and sanitation between production runs.
The washing line must be cleaned so the next batch enters a hygienic system.
Syrup kettles and pipes are cleaned carefully after each production batch. Filling equipment must stay clean to protect every bottle of syrup. Finished syrup cartons are stored in a clean warehouse before distribution.
Inventory tracking helps the factory trace each syrup batch after production.
Order picking prepares finished syrup pallets for distribution. Finished syrup leaves the factory through an organized loading dock.
After inspection and packing, the syrup is ready for customers and distributors. The first part of the process protects fresh fruit from harvest to factory receiving. The fruit is washed, grayed, scored, and opened before pulp can be removed.
Clean pulp becomes a filtered juice base through crushing, pressing, and filtration.
The filtered juice is formulated, concentrated, blended, and pasteurized into syrup.
The syrup is filled, capped, cooled, inspected, and packed for distribution. This sample display shows how fresh mangosteen becomes premium syrup step by step.
The thick purple rind protects delicate white pulp inside.
The syrup begins with clean white pulp, not the thick outer rind.
Premium syrup must have stable color, smooth flow, and balanced thickness. The finished bottle is inspected before it becomes part of a packed shipment. Each machine has a specific purpose, from cleaning fruit to filling finished syrup. Safe handling protects workers and keeps the fruit clean during opening. Clean stainless surfaces and controlled drainage help protect fruit quality.
Batch records help trace the syrup back to the fruit received at the factory.
Byproduct management keeps the main syrup line clean and organized.
A well-designed factory keeps raw fruit, processing, filling, and storage in clear order.
The first transformation is physical. Whole fruit becomes opened fruit and clean pulp.
The second transformation is extraction. Pulp becomes pressed and filtered juice base.
The third transformation is concentration. Filtered juice becomes thick, premium syrup. The finished syrup carries the color and flavor developed from fresh mangosteen pulp.
Careful carton packing helps protect the syrup bottles during transport. Stable palletizing turns packed cartons into safe shipping units.
The loading dock connects the finished factory product to the supply chain.
Every stage adds control: sorting, washing, opening, extraction, concentration, filling, and inspection. Premium syrup is the result of fruit selection, clean processing, and careful concentration. The best factory process is not only fast, it is clean, organized, and traceable. Good syrup starts with good fruit, so inspection begins before the factory process becomes complex. Rind, seed, and pulp must be separated clearly before syrup extraction.
Concentration removes water carefully to create syrup without destroying the fruit character.
Final inspection protects consistency before the product reaches customers.
The key steps are fruit selection, washing, pulp separation, juice extraction, concentration, filling, and packing.
What begins as a delicate tropical fruit leaves the factory as a stable premium syrup. This is the full journey from fresh mangosteen to premium syrup.
After each batch, the production line is cleaned and reset for the next run.
The final product shows how careful processing can preserve the value of fresh mangosteen.
Factory discipline keeps raw fruit, clean pulp, syrup, and finished bottles in the right zones.
Every bottle follows the same path: clean fruit, separated pulp, extracted juice, concentrated syrup, and final packing. A good factory video should make the process clear, from raw material to finished product. The finished mangosteen syrup is now ready for distribution. Thank you for watching Mega Processing Tech. Subscribe, like, share, and comment what factory we should explore next.